Welcome everybody to the Falcon and Winter Soldier reaction video episode 1 titled The New World Order. And we all know what that is, right, Chad? For life. That's right. I'm here with Roundhouse. Oh, you come on! You're a wrestling fan and you shaking your head. Get out of my face, bro! All
right, Hogan's trash now.
I know Hogan's trash now, but
Hogan's trash and a racist now, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. But we got Roundhouse here, and we also got our guest host, the Political Shield. That's right, Chad Douglas. He is our military advisor today. Give a round of applause for him. He is also the captain of our U.S. Army. Yay! So he's going to be giving some ins and outs of some military stuff, along with just geeking out like the rest of us. So we're all prepared here. I got my Falcon Winter Soldier shirt on. We got Political Shield over here with the camo Giants hoodie on. And then we got Roundhouse. Show him, Roundhouse. Come on. Show him. We got Cap. That's right. All right, guys. As usual, we're going to view it. We're going to react, and we're going to give a small little thing at the end where we talk about the show. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you throw those comments down on all types of things about this show. Remember, guys, try to keep it just a little spoiler-free, maybe, for certain people who haven't seen it. If not, just, throw the spoilers down.
If people that didn't get up early enough to watch.
I know, right? But without further ado, we're going to start up episode 1, New World Order, now.
Oh, shit.
It's been upgraded by the military, I'm sure. Oh!
Oh, man. Oh, that was
nice!
I so want to do this.
Exactly.
Oh my god. That is terrifying. But it looks so cool.
Ooh.
Oh! Wrestling got a mind of its own now.
Ain't no human bird could do that.
No way.
Oh! Okay, now I want a video game.
Yo! Oh!
Wow.
I want a video game.
If we
There we
the
go.
Order, he's not gonna follow. What's up?
Wow.
Oh, he'll follow because he's not under any jurisdiction. Oh!
Wow.
Got him. Don't kill Elite, please. Thank you.
Right. Oh!
Woo!
Damn! Oh!
Of course, I completed rule number 3. I am no longer the Winter Soldier. I am James Bucky Barnes, and you're part of my efforts to make amends.
Did it all right, but...
Blue for the snapper, orange for the whitefish.
Uncle Sam!
What's up?
Uncle Sam!
Right. Uncle Sam, you're back. What's going on? You got mom's sneaky look on your face.
Whoa!
So I don't know how jurisdiction works here, but I don't have to place you under arrest.
Oh,
Oh, my back.
oh.
I knew it, Falcon.
I didn't want to say anything, you know. You, Captain America.
Wow.
Wow.
They did it like that
Wow.
and took the shield out. Oh, that's disrespectful.
Ladies and gentlemen, U.S. agent.
Okay, so rundown. The
He was at
beginning,
He was at the meeting too. That's the
yeah, the beginning was cool. I like that because, like you said, Roundhouse, it kind of had that like Captain America 2 type feel to it.
Yep.
So what we know is Sam is now working with the Air Force secretly.
Yep.
Bucky is trying to deal with his PSD and try to make amends for all his past mistakes.
Hence why he did accept the shield.
Right.
I wish everybody would stop harping on that.
I know. And as we know, Sam, he felt that he wasn't up for the tasks, so he placed the shield in the museum.
Smithsonian, yeah.
And then the military went behind his back and changed that shit all around.
It's not the military. It's the
Department of Defense and the commander in chief.
Yeah. So
And the Department of Defense is basically kind of like, Chad, if you can let me know what the Department of Defense is.
The Department of Defense is another executive agency of the United States. And they run everything. The Department of Defense doesn't just run the military, but the branch of the military, but they also got their hands in other things. Like the Defense Intelligence Agency, as an example, is a DoD agency.
Right.
So who that was, like, just listening, that sounded like that was the Department of Defense. That was the Secretary of the Department of Defense. That sounded like the SecDef to me. For him to say and I say that to because of the way that he spoke in his speech.
Right.
Saying, well, America needs a hero,
where was it though? It didn't look like it was in
DOD. I'm like,
but
yeah.
It didn't look like it was in DC when he made the announcement. It looked like he was in New Orleans when he made this announcement.
Oh no, it was definitely DC.
I don't know, but something tells me that's not Cap shield. Like, that's not the shield that Steve Rogers gave Sam. I think that's probably a new shield.
I don't know. I mean, Cap stole his old outfit from the Smithsonian. There's no. I mean,
yeah.
It's a Smithsonian. It's a museum.
Yeah, because this guy that they just that they have, I'm looking on IMDb right now. They just call him a government official.
He's U.S.
Okay, I say that. I mean, yeah, he's a government official, but they don't have just regular government officials would make that type of announcement.
Right.
So he's
that's what I call. He's U.S. agent. That's the comic book name that he's.
No, we're talking about the guy who made the announcement.
Oh, the announcement. Okay.
He's more than likely DOD.
So he is either the Secretary of Defense, he's either the Secretary of Defense, or he is the press secretary for the Pentagon. Those are the three options.
I think he's the press because I think the one who is in charge is Ross.
Yeah, but Ross is not secretary. Is he Secretary of Defense still?
We'll find out because we don't know his position after he got blinked out.
Yeah, I guess.
And mind you, Ross is one of those people that are like this. He has his heart on for the Hulk. Where's the Hulk? Where's the Hulk? Where's the Hulk?
Well, now he has his heart on for the super soldier serum.
Well,
that's the main thing.
He's always had it. and we've seen that Incredible Hulk in Incredible Hulk. The other thing too is that Ross has he knows that Cap had died, right? So now, and Stark's dead, and he was at the funeral. So now he's like, well, there's no Stark, there's no Cap. So pretty much in his own mindset, he's Captain America now, but he's putting somebody in the forefront of it.
He needs somebody he can control. What me and Chad were talking about during the pre-show.
Yeah, he does.
But now speaking of that, the super soldier serum. Now, what do you guys think of with the Flag Smashers? Do you think they're like kind of super soldier tests that Ross put together? Maybe.
I don't know.
Or maybe they're renegades that were of the serum that was stolen. Maybe.
But I don't know. That's the thing. I do not know. Because
of course we don't know. It's just speculation.
I know, but even so, it's like I don't know because of the simple fact of the serum that was used, Ross already has it, still has it, right? And so it's a big. I don't know. I really don't know because that dude was in Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
So and he's super strong apparently to pick a whole human up and slam him on his back. So I don't know. It's a weird, and he had long hair too. So it's weird. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, here's the thing, and this is like, okay, so I Ninja, you and I, we were talking about this last week. So
yes.
So here's the deal, right? Imagine a world where half of literally everything, birds, plants, bugs, humans, get wiped out. Okay. Yeah. So now we go from a world that has 7 billion to 3.5 billion, right?
Right.
So now there's a lot of open space, and a lot of people are going to be digging into things they probably didn't dig into before, and a lot of facilities that are probably wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so, and considering the fact that those dudes were out there in Europe, and we know that other countries were dealing with the super serum or had a version of the super serum.
True.
It is quite, in my personal opinion, it is quite conceivable that this terrorist group got the secret serum somehow. I mean, it wouldn't really. In that type of world, it probably wouldn't be very difficult because 1, there ain't that much security. 2, a lot of the facilities are wide open, and 3, people are just trying to make it to the next day that they're willing to sell everything. I mean, look at the fall of the Soviet Union, where a lot of underground military and scientists were selling nuclear weapons.
Right.
So why would they? I'm just using a real life example. So
no, that makes sense.
Well, there is.
That's why you're here.
there is one person that we haven't thought of, even though he's in the show. He's in there.
Rhodey?
Zemo. He had the book.
We also don't know if he got blipped or not yet.
No, we don't. But
I do have
the scenario of when he was locked up.
That's a good point.
And everybody that was blimped out, he easily escaped and probably stole the book as well. So that's the other thing too. Like I think in that book there was something that talked about this super soldier serum because they stole it because Bucky had stole it and gave it to them, and they made other super soldiers. So all the information was in that red book, and the only person that really knows about that red book or read it would be Zemo. So who's to say he's not making new super soldiers? Because he's
true.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. You're right.
But somebody that he can control, because in the comics, Baron Zemo is he does bioterrorism.
Yeah.
But he also does he does bioterrorism. And robbing a bank is nothing. He's not a person that wants money. But I think there's a larger
plan.
There's a larger plan to it. So we'll see. I think Zemo's the one who that dude in Switzerland. I think Zemo's the one who did it because that book that you know had all the information, including how to control Bucky Barnes, but also probably had information about the super soldier serum, the one that was taken from Anthony Stark.
Right.
Because we don't know, because even though it was implanted in those four people, who's to say that they didn't plant all of it in there.
Again, we discussed this last week. Me and Chad here, we discussed that because I caught that scene when I re-watched all three of the Captain America movies.
Mm-hmm.
I caught that scene and I was thinking, we were both kind of collaborating with it, and we kind of got to the subject of saying how that could also dip into Black Widow because we got the Red Guardian. So they could have probably just used some of it to those soldiers and started selling it off to different countries so that they can make their own. So the Soviet Union, they probably got it so they can make Red Guardian and maybe like another country to make another one. Yep. And so on and so forth. And then they synthesized it, replicated it, and all this other stuff.
But I think the one that probably has the most effectiveness is the one that Zemo read about the book and found out where it is. Because that the one in the book is actually the one that it's replicated from the one where the old doctor is.
Well, it's not complete.
It's not complete
to it. The most complete one is the one that Steve Rogers has.
Yeah, because it's the original. But the other one was the superhuman steroid one.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to rage. This one doesn't seem like rage though. This one seems controlled rage. Not even controlled rage, but controlled.
Well, from what we see just from the first, it's probably something that this group or maybe that person is just used to and hasn't really kind of fought anybody that would agitate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, we don't know what U.S. agent, I'm calling him U.S. agent because that's his name.
Yeah, that's fine.
We don't know, because we just saw him. We have not seen him fight.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have to see if he has any
super soldier
stuff.
Yeah,
any inkling of powers. But if Ross is alive, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
Ross
Political
is
Shield, you had something you wanted to say?
No, I was just thinking, man, he looked like a douche.
Oh, of course.
He came out.
He said, man, he looked like a douche.
Look on his face. I wanted to punch him. I wanted to go.
Listen, look.
Like,
big old cheeks. Just.
I was like, oh my God.
But
like,
you know what? U.S. agent's supposed to look like a doofus.
He got that Kurt Russell smile, yo. And Kurt Russell as ego looked like a douche. So
I was like, well, darn, man.
Well, it's funny. His outfit's a cross between Winter Soldier's and Captain America's outfit.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's like joining of the two if you look at it.
But yeah. This episode was really good. I liked how we went deep into Sam's family and also, the other side of Sam, and then also dive deep into Bucky's PTSD because that was very important. See how he's coping with now that like you said again, Chad, how you predicted that he was going to be pardoned and stuff, so which made sense. I mean, I don't know why that wouldn't make sense, but it made sense.
Talking about that though, they were like, "Oh, he." I was like, "Bro, they just all got back. They ain't gonna be no fugitives."
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, and he's dealing with his PTSD, like I said. He was basically around that old man because he felt guilty for what he did to his son when he was Winter Soldier. I love how they did that and how they showed a flashback of him being the Winter Soldier and being that ruthless again and showing basically showing how it's not gonna go away from him for a long time.
Well, he did say he had some calm. He had some calm in
when he was in Wakanda. Well, that's because they were helping him to the point where they eradicated the programming, but the trauma's always going to be there.
Of course, it's gonna
And
be
and
there.
that and go
No,
ahead.
let me explain what it is when he was in Wakanda, right? And I'll say this because I had to deal with this. Like I felt type of peace when I was in South Korea. You're away from your problems. Your problems are not just mentally away; they're physically away. So you are allowed to have that peace. That's what that is. But now that he's no longer in Wakanda, he has to face it.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what happens with that old man, he will never feel better about it, whether he tells him or he doesn't. The only thing you can do when it comes to that, and this is where not Sam, but is where Bucky's gonna have issues. He has to forgive himself for the things that he did.
Right.
Yep.
And that's where the torture is really happening. It isn't that he did it. It's the fact that he had no control over it, and he made a lot of suffering, and he's having a hard time, even though it wasn't his fault. He's having a hard time forgiving himself.
Correct.
PTSD, there's certain degrees of it. It's a scale to this thing. You got people, like I know a lot of people who are so bad that they can't interact with people on a level at all. And then you got people sometimes like me, like my PTSD will kick in every once in a while. We'll have a triggering event.
Yeah.
And we'll just, but then we'll come back and we have to soothe ourselves. But Bucky, like just watching him, he's trying. And the girl, and what happened was when that girl was talking about it, that triggered him. That was a trigger event.
Yep.
He was cool, but that was a triggering event. So he had no choice but to go. And he's not gonna. Either one or two things is gonna happen with him and that girl. Either he'll never see that girl again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or he's gonna have to take her to the side and be like, "Look, listen,
This is what I did,
and I apologize, and it triggered something in me, and I just had to leave for a minute. And I had to get my head right. It was a little emotional. It was a little too emotional for me.
Right.
But the irony is, in this particular case, the thing with PTSD, when you're dealing with what you're dealing, you feel like you're dealing with it alone. And this is where soldiers talk to other soldiers. So the only person at this particular moment in time that can really help them, Sam.
True.
Well, even a psychiatrist, an army psychiatrist.
But there's no personal connection.
Right. Sam and Bucky, they've shared a battlefield together.
But he's ignoring the calls.
Yeah, well, we'll understand why in the next few episodes coming.
You know what's messed up though? The reason why he had so much calm in Wakanda, it was because the chicken.
On that note, I'm gonna end this video because anyway, thank you guys for watching.
It was that chicken that condom.
Thank you guys for watching this reaction to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 1, New World Order, with my boy Roundhouse and guest host, the Political Shield. We will see you guys next week. This bastard, I hate you. Like, share, subscribe. Tell us what you thought about the episode. All right. Peace out, guys. Oh God, you're too much.